England's first World Cup final. What a result, what a day, what a game. Knocking the hosts out in the semi-finals. It is an historic night for English football. England versus Spain in the World Cup final this Sunday. Stick around for my score prediction for that. Initially, it was completely lost on me that this was England's third successive semi-finals. Having failed to reach the final on the previous two occasions, England have finally made it through. Back-to-back major tournament finals now for England following the Euros, now the World Cup, and England are moments away from achieving the international treble, the European Cup, the Finalissima, and then finally the World Cup. It is the promised land. I've been saying it for 18 months. England are the best team in the world, but they've still got 90 minutes to go. Can they do it? Can they bring it home on Sunday? Let's take a look. So I've been saying since the start of this World Cup that we will have a new World Cup champion this year. We knew that from the semi-finals. All four semi-finalists had never won the tournament before. But of course now we've got England, Spain, two completely new finalists who have never reached the final before of a World Cup. But before we go on, I can't speak about predictions without just taking a moment to gloat a little bit. My most popular video on this channel was my World Cup prediction video for this tournament. And in that I predicted 3 out of the 4 semi-finalists and the final that we currently have now, which is England-Spain. I just wanted to raise that because I am actually quite proud of that, and given the stick I got for my group predictions, I'll take a moment just to recognise that. Link in the description below if you want to check that video out. But England have beaten Australia in their own back garden, a 3-1 victory, England's best performance of the tournament by far. For anybody who doesn't know this, England-Australia is a huge sporting rivalry, and I do not mind. I'm quite amicable on this channel. I try and toe the line if you like, but I don't mind taking a minute to really gloat about this because the Aussies would certainly be doing so. But to knock them out of their home tournament in the semi-final is, I'm not going to lie, incredibly sweet. Hang this photo in the Louvre. But all being serious now, Australia, absolutely fantastic hosts. What a tournament you've had. What a tournament it's been, regardless of what happens on Sunday. This tournament has been enriched because of Australia's performances, reaching the semi-final. From what I understand, it's completely already transformed people's opinions and perceptions of the women's game in Australia. I'm hearing record viewing figures. It's already looking like it's going to have the same impact as what the Euros did for the English women's team in this country. And this isn't the end for Australia. This is only the beginning. This is going to inspire a new generation, and you will be back. England were just too good. They were too good. The match was superior to anything else we've seen in this tournament. It was one of the best matches of the tournament. Fantastic goals from Toon, Kerr and Russo, and it was just quality from start to finish. I did fear though at the start when Stanway missed that sitter. I was thinking, is this going to be England's night? Is it just going to be one of those nights where nothing goes right for us? But in the end, England did show their quality. Remember, this is an England team though without some of their best players. Leah Williamson, the captain from the Euros, arguably England's most influential defender, is at home injured. Beth Mead, the Golden Boot winner for England of the last Euros, obviously also injured at home. Lauren James suspended for these past 2 games, so England is still reaching finals with arguably some of their best players not even there. Just before I move on to my score prediction for the final, please subscribe to this channel. It helps me out massively. Please also leave a comment. I've thoroughly enjoyed covering this and getting to meet so many new people, so it really helps me out a lot if you just press that subscribe button. So back to the video. Thank you. So turning our attention to the final on Sunday. I will be doing a watch along for this. It's going to be 11 AM UK time. Please join me for that. So it'd be great to share that with you, whether it's the early hours of the morning, late at night, whatever the time. Stick me on in the background while you're watching the game and it'll be a great occasion. So who's going to win this one? What a final match. I do think these are the best 2 teams in the world currently. Both teams though have arguably struggled at points throughout this World Cup. Spain of course have lost heavily. England haven't lost a game but looked poor, very poor in some games actually. I think both teams have really developed as these knockout games are going on, and and they only seem to be getting better. These are the worthy finalists of this World Cup. With my England hat on, the way England just find a way to win games, the way we're playing, we seem to be getting better and better. We've just knocked the hosts out of a tournament. Any neutral fan who looks at a World Cup or major tournament, whoever knocks that team out, whoever knocks the hosts out, surely has to be considered as a strong contender for the title. I do think genuinely, on paper, on form, over the tournament and over the 18 months, England are favourites. I do believe that. But it's a final. Everything goes out the window. This is the ultimate in one-off games. Anything can possibly happen. One team could easily win this game 4-0 or win it by 1-0. It's going to be all about on the night, who can handle the pressure, who can handle the nerves, who can handle the just general occasion of the event. You would argue Spain are relying on youth a little bit more. Is it going to be too much for them? Is that going to be their advantage? Are they going to have no fear? Or is it going to be the opposite? Is England's experience going to be the thing that's key to getting them over the line? Spain are the team now that almost did knock England out of the European Cup. And I do think if Spain would have won that match, they'd have gone on to win the tournament. So I have feared Spain from the start. I think they're a fantastic team who play exceptional football and a different style to what England are used to playing. I think what will work in England's favour is that Spain won't be the most physical team they've faced. They've often struggled in this tournament against physical opponents. It's going to be a footballing game. It's not going to be scrappy. I do think it's going to be tight though. There's not going to be a lot of goals. England, of course, though, still have Lauren James to come back in, who was probably England's best player in the group stages. I arguably, though, wouldn't bring her back in. I would stick with Toon and leave Lauren James as an impact sub. I've got to pick a score, haven't I? I'm going to have to back our girls, the Lionesses. They are bringing it home. England ladies are getting a star above their badge. Make no mistake. England are winning this final in 90 minutes, and I am going for a 1-0 victory with a goal in the final 10 minutes of play. Let me know your score predictions in the comments below. This is going to be very interesting. Remember, the watch along is this Sunday. Please join me. It'll be great to have as many people there, and I will see you all on my next video, whether England are champions or not.